Hi guys! Welcome sa Engineered Math Channel. So ang topic natin ngayon is for differential calculus, which is limits at infinity part 2. So kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung part 1, ililink ko na lang sa description para ma-check nyo muna para meron na kayong idea or background about the lesson ngayon, limits at infinity. So ito yung mga na-discuss nating concept sa part 1. Ito yung dapat nyong tandaan. Okay? Limit of 1 over x to the r as x approaches positive infinity is 0, and limit of 1 over x to the r as x approaches negative infinity is 0 for any positive integer r. Okay, so nakapag-solve na tayo sa part 1 ng problems. Umabot tayo problem number 17. Okay, so tuloy lang natin. Solve lang tayong more problems. Problem number 18. Sulat ko muna. For problem number 18, limit of the cube root of 3s to the 7 minus 4s to the 5 over 2s to the 7 plus 1 as s approaches positive infinity. Okay, so meron tayong cube root. So, di ba ang ginagawa natin is minumultiply or dinidivide natin both numerator and denominator by the highest power of s, yung variable, sa denominator. So, magmumultiply ako ng 1 over the highest power of s in the denominator, which is yung s to the 7. So, it also means nag-divide ako ng s to the 7 sa numerator. So, ganun din sa denominator, mag-multiply din ako ng 1 over s to the 7. Okay? Or, magdi-divide ako ng s to the 7 sa denominator. Kaso, may cube root tayo. So, instead na ito lang, lalagay nyo siya sa cube root. Okay? Equivalent lang din yan sa 1. So, magiging limit ng, magiging ano na to, single cube root kasi parehong index. Tapos, pag multiply na natin sa loob yan. So, sige, copy ko na lang to. And then ito. Diba? Pwede yon. Radical properties. Tapos, i-multiply natin, distribute. So, magiging limit of cube root of, so 3s to the 7 times 1 over s to the 7, cancel yung s to the 7, 3 na lang. Then minus 4s to the 5th times 1 over s to the 7, cancel yung s to the 5th, tapos itong s to the 7th, s to the 2nd power na lang. So, magiging minus 4 over s squared. Sa denominator, 2s to the 7 times 1 over s to the 7, cancel si s to the 7, so 2 na lang, plus 1 times 1 over s to the 7, 1 over s to the 7. Then limit as s approaches positive infinity. So, pag in-apply na natin yung limit theorem, iisa-isahin yung kuhain yung limit ng bawat term sa numerator at denominator. Okay? So, kapag limit ng constant, constant pa rin, 'di ba? So, magiging cube root ng, so kokopya nyo lang tong cube root, tapos, kasi pwede nyong ipasok yung limit sa cube root 'di ba? Tapos, saka nyo kukuhaan yung mga limit ng bawat term sa numerator at denominator. So, yung limit nga nitong constant na 3, as s approaches positive infinity is 3 pa rin. Basta limit ng constant is palaging that same constant, kahit ano pang ina-approach na value ni S. Tapos, minus, eto na, yung theorem natin na kapag meron kayong power of S sa denominator, kapag kinuha mo yung limit nun as S approaches positive or negative infinity, 0. Okay? Over, so limit ng 2 constant, so 2 uli ang limit niyan. Plus 1 over S to the 7, so may power of S ulit tayo sa denominator. So ang limit neto as S approaches positive infinity is 0 ulit. So ito yung magiging sagot natin. Simplify na lang natin, magiging cube root ng 3 minus 0, 3 over 2 plus 0, 2. Or irrationalize natin. So pwede nyong i-distribute yung cube root both numerator and denominator. So, cube root of 3 over cube root of 2. Yan. So, dahil may radical tayo sa denominator, kailangan in radicals para simplified form, aalisin yung radical sa denominator. I-multiply natin to both numerator and denominator by what? Kasi 2 to the first tayo, di ba? So, ilan pa yung kukumpleto para 2 cube? Yung nasa loob ng cube root. 2 squared, right? Okay? So, cube root ng 2 squared yung i-multiply natin para makakalabas na ng radical yung 2. So, cube root of 3 times cube root of 2 times 2 squared, that's the same as 4, right? Pwede natin isulat as 4 na lang. Bale, 3 times 4, i-multiply nyo, 12 over cube root ng 2 times 4, magiging 2 cube or 8, di ba? And eksakto na yan, cube root ng 8 is 2. So, wala na siyang radical sa denominator. So, the answer is cube root of 12 over 2. Okay? Okay, next. Number 19. Limit of the square root of 5x squared minus 2 over x plus 3 as x approaches negative infinity. Okay, so i-multiply uli natin. So this time, medyo may difference kasi hindi na tayo purely polynomial expression sa numerator at denominator. Nagkaroon tayo ng radical, di ba? Pero ganun pa rin, rational pa rin siya, pero yung numerator mo nga lang may radical, pero pareho lang din yung gagawin natin. So i-multiply pa rin natin to, both numerator and denominator, by the highest power, or i-divide ko pala, both numerator and denominator by the highest power of x in the denominator. Ano yun? X to the first, right? Okay. So, ang ipang-multiply ko ngayon, bale, is 1 over x to the first or 1 over x, both numerator and denominator. It also means nag-divide tayo both numerator and denominator by x. Okay? So, magiging ano na yan? Limit ng, so dahil may radical tayo, tas ito 1 over x, hindi nyo pwedeng i-distribute agad yan. Right? So, sige, pag-aanahin ko na lang muna. Pag multiplyin ko lang muna na square root of 5x squared minus 2 over x. Then, all over, dito sa baba, pwede nyo yung i-distribute. Wala ka namang square root sa x plus 3 eh. So, x times 1 over x, cancel si x. So, 1 na lang. Plus 3 times 1 over x, 3 over x. Then, limit as x approaches negative infinity. So, paano to? Hindi nyo pwedeng ma-apply yung limit theorem dyan kapag square root of 5x squared minus 2 over x as x approaches negative infinity. Kailangan makapasok itong x sa loob ng square root. So, tsaka natin ngayon i-apply yung formula na square root of x squared is equal to x if x is greater than 0 and square root of x squared is equal to negative x if x is less than 0. Algebra formula to. Okay? Kasi 'di ba yung square root ng x squared equal din yan sa absolute value of x, which is yung piecewise function ng absolute value ng x is eto. Okay? So tatandaan nyo to, mahalaga to kapag infinite limits na may mga radical, na may mga square root. Limits at infinity, I mean. Mahalaga tong concept na to pag yung mga problem is limits at infinity na may mga square root. Okay? So dahil approaching tayo x sa negative infinity, anong gagamitin nating interval? X is greater than 0 or x is less than 0? Less than 0 kasi negative infinity. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung gagamitin nating equation. 'Di ba? Kailangan nating ma-represent yung x in terms of square root of x squared para makapasok siya sa square root sa numerator. So, i-manipulate nyo to. Bale, pwede nyo tong i-divide both sides by negative 1 para ma-solve ko si x. So, magiging negative square root of x squared is equal to x. So, again, ito yung ginamit ko x is less than 0 kasi x is approaching negative infinity. So, therefore, pwede kong ipalit ngayon dito kay x is negative square root of x squared para makapasok siya sa square root. So, magiging limit ng square root of 5x squared minus 2 numerator over etong x, gagawin ko na siyang negative square root of x squared all over 1 plus 3 over x as x approaches negative infinity. So, by property ng radical, makakapasok na tong x squared dito sa loob ng square root, di ba? Square root ng x over square root of y is square root of x over y. Kasi pareho silang square root yung taas sa kababa. So, magiging limit ng square root ng etong negative, bale, sa labas siya, di ba? Lagyan nyo ng negative sign dito. Okay? So, sa loob ng square root, i-divide nyo na ngayon yung 5x squared minus 2 over x squared. Then, divided by 1 plus 3 over x. Limit as x approaches negative infinity. So, pwede nyo na ngayong i-divide yan, i-distribute yung x squared. So, magiging limit of negative square root of 5x squared over x squared minus 2 over x squared all over 1 plus 3 over x as x approaches negative infinity. So, magiging limit ng negative square root of, so simplify, cancel si x squared, 5 na lang, minus, ito, copy nyo lang, 2 over x squared all over 1 plus 3 over x, then limit as x approaches negative infinity. Ayan. So, pwede nyo nang ma-apply yung theorem. Okay? Kasi itong limit naman na to, pwede nyo yung ipasok sa square root. Okay? So, bale, negative square root of limit ng 5 constant, 5 pa rin. As x approaches negative infinity. Minus limit ng 2 over x squared. So, sa theorem, kapag nga meron tayong power of x sa denominator, as x approaches negative infinity, ang limit niya ni 0. Tapos sa baba, limit ng 1 constant, 1 pa rin. Tapos itong 3 over x, may power of x ka sa denominator, ang limit niyan is 0. Okay? So, anong magiging sagot? Negative square root of 5 minus 0, square root of 5 over 1 plus 0, 1. negative square root of 5. So, yan yung limit. Okay, next, number 20. Limit of the square root of 5x squared minus 2 over x plus 3 as x approaches positive infinity. Same lang to sa expression kanina sa 19. 'Di ba? Anong napalitan? Yung ina-approach ni x, positive infinity. Kanina, negative infinity. 'Di ba? So, ano sa tingin nyo yung mababago lang dito? So, same process. Imo-multiply ko pa rin both numerator and denominator by 1 over x. Or i-divide nyo both numerator and denominator by the highest power of x sa denominator. Yan. So, magiging limit pa rin ng, hindi nyo ulit pwede hindi nyo pwedeng i-distribute agad yung 1 over x kasi may square root. So, kopyahin nyo lang muna, square root of 5x squared minus 2 over x all over, pwede nyo itong i-distribute, bale x times 1 over x, 1, plus 3 times 1 over x, 3 over x. So, kailangan ma-represent natin uli yung x in terms of square root of x squared para makapasok siya dito. So, same application nito. Itong kanina. Copy ko na lang. So, dahil ano na tayo, approaching x, si x sa positive infinity, di ba? Ano nang gagamitin nating interval? If x is greater than 0 kasi positive infinity nga, di ba? So, ang magiging value ngayon ng x is square root of x squared, positive. So, yan yung ipapalit nyo ngayon dito kay x. So, magiging limit of the square root of 5x squared minus 2 over square root of x squared all over 1 plus 3 over x as x approaches positive infinity. So, nawala lang yung minus sign dito, di ba? So, pag sinimplify, so magiging isang radical na lang to. Isang square root na lang ng 5x squared minus 2 over x squared. Tapos, all over 1 plus 3 over x. Then, limit as x approaches positive infinity. So, pwede nyong i-divide, distribute yung x squared. Limit ng square root of 5x squared over x squared minus 2 over x squared all over 1 plus 3 over x, limit as x approaches positive infinity. So, simplifying, makakancel si x squared. Magiging limit na lang ng 5 minus 2 over x squared all over 1 plus 3 over x as x approaches positive infinity. So, kukuhain na natin yung limit. So, square root, copy nyo lang. Tapos, kuhain nyo yung limit ng constant 5. 5 pa rin. Limit ng 2 over x squared as x approaches positive infinity, 0, di ba? Kasi may power of x ka sa denominator. Over, limit ng 1, 1, plus limit ng 3 over x as x approaches positive infinity, 0. Kasi may power of x sa denominator. So, magiging square root ng 5 minus 0, 5, over 1 plus 0, 1, or square root of 5. So, sign tayo nagkaroon ng difference sa sign. Kanina, kapag x is approaching negative infinity, ano yung sagot natin? Negative square root of 5. Ngayon, dahil x is approaching positive infinity, positive square root of 5 na yung answer. Okay, problem number 20. Next, problem number 21. Paano pag limit ng 2 minus y over the square root of 7 plus 6y squared as y approaches negative infinity. So, parang kanina lang, fraction, rational expression, kaso ang difference, nasa denominator ngayon yung square root. Kanina, na ba nasa taas yung square root? So, paano gagawin pag ganyan? Ganun pa rin, i-multiply pa rin natin both numerator and denominator, or i-divide natin both numerator and denominator by the highest power of y sa denominator. Ano yun? Y squared. So, magmumultiply ako ng 1 over y squared, both numerator and denominator. Ibig sabihin, nag-divide lang ako ng y squared, both numerator and denominator. Kaso, nasa loob ng square root yung y squared. So, kapag may square root, isasama nyo, lalagyan nyo ng square root pareho. Okay, kapag may square root. Kasi kanina, di ba, yung denominator natin is walang square root, x lang. So, hindi ko nilagyan ng square root kasi sa numerator yung may square root eh. So, ngayon, ang difference, dahil yung y squared sa denominator is nasa loob ng square root, lalagyan nyo dapat ng square root. Okay? So, paano yan? Okay, pwede nyo ngayong i-distribute. Or actually, ito, magiging single radical. So, magiging limit ng 2 over square root of y squared minus y over square root of y squared. Tapos sa baba, or actually pala dapat, bago natin i-distribute, bago ko i-distribute, yung ginawa natin kanina, kasi ang mahalaga ngayon is ma-determine natin yung sign netong taas. Actually pareho. So, dahil may square root of y squared tayo, by definition ulit, square root of y squared is equal to y if y is greater than 0, and square root of y squared is negative y if y is less than 0. So, ano yung gagamitin natin ngayon? Greater than 0 or less than 0? Dahil y is approaching negative infinity, ito yung interval natin, less than 0. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, etong nasa natin, square root of y squared, pwede nating palitan niya ng negative y. Okay? Tapos etong square root of y squared, as is lang siya. Kasi yan yung kailangan nating form para makapasok siya sa square root. Okay? So, magiging na to. Sige, pwede na rin pala nating i-distribute muna tapos saka nating palitan yung value. So, 2 over square root of y squared, then minus y over square root of y squared all over, ito magiging square root of 7 plus 6y squared over square root of y squared. Then limit as y approaches negative infinity. Yan, tsaka nyo ngayon to papalitan ng value. Anong value dapat ilalagay? Negative y. Okay? So, magiging limit ng 2 over negative y minus y over negative y. Tapos ito, wag nyo na itong papakailaman. Gagawin nyo na lang siyang single radical na square root. Tapos, ang nasa loob niya na is yung 7 plus 6y squared over y squared. Then, limit as y approaches negative infinity. So, pag sinimplify ito, that's negative 2 over y. Ito naman, negative y over negative y, positive y over y, 1. All over the square root of, so i-distribute nyo ngayon yung y squared. 7 over y squared plus 6y squared over y squared. Limit as y approaches negative infinity. Okay? So, magiging limit ng negative 2 over y plus 1 all over the square root of 7 over y squared plus cancel itong y squared 6, y approaching negative infinity. Ayan, so pwede nyo nang i-apply yung limit theorem. So lahat ng may mga power of y sa denominator, ang limit niyan as y approaches negative infinity is 0. So 0 ang limit neto kasi may y sa denominator plus itong constant na 1. So ang limit ng any constant is that same constant. So 1 pa rin. Tapos over, kokopyahin nyo pa rin yung square root limit ng 7 over y squared. So may power of y siya sa denominator. Limit niyan is 0. Plus constant 6, limit is 6 pa rin. So simplifying 0 plus 1, 1 over the square root of 0 plus 6, 6. So pwede nyong i-rationalize. I-multiply nyo both numerator and denominator by square root of 6. Okay? So, 1 times square root of 6, square root of 6, over square root of 6 times square root of 6, bali square root of 36 or 6. So, this is the final answer. Okay? Problem 21. Okay, next. Problem number 22. Same lang, pero gagawin natin y approaching positive infinity. So, ano sa tingin nyo magbabago? Yung sign, di ba? So, same process, pero magbabago yan ng sign for sure. So, sige. So, i-multiply natin to both numerator and denominator uli by 1 over square root of y squared. Parang sa problem 21. So, magiging limit ng distribute 2 over square root of y squared minus y over square root of y squared all over the square root of 7 plus 6y squared over the square root of y squared. Limit as y approaches positive infinity. So, dahil may square root of y squared tayo, a-apply uli natin yung formula. So, if square root of y squared is equal to y if y is greater than 0, and square root of y squared is equal to negative y if y is less than 0. So, dahil y is approaching positive infinity na tayo ngayon, ang interval na pipiliin natin is for y greater than 0. So, ang ipapalit nating value ngayon dito sa square root of y squared is y, positive y. So, magiging limit ng 2 over square root of y squared, y na siya, minus y over square root of y squared, y. Tapos ito, pag-iisay nyo na lang as isang radical, isang square root ng yung numerator divided by the denominator. So, 7 plus 6y squared over y squared. Limit as y approaches positive infinity. So, distribute nyo tong y squared divide. Limit ng 2 over y minus, sige, simplify ko na to, 1 over the square root of 7 over y squared plus 6y squared over y squared. Limit as y approaches positive infinity. So, magiging limit ng 2 over y minus 1 over the square root of 7 over y squared plus, cancel na yung y squared, 6 na lang. limit as y approaches positive infinity. Yan, pwede nyo na i-apply yung limit theorem. Kuha nyo na yung limit ng bawat term sa numerator and denominator. So, yung limit ng 2 over y, dahil may power of y siya sa denominator, limit niyan as y approaches positive infinity is 0. Minus limit ng constant 1, constant pa rin na 1. Over, so kopya niya yung square root, limit ng 7 over y squared, dahil may power of y siya sa denominator, limit niyan as y approaches positive infinity is 0. Plus, limit ng constant 6, 6 pa rin. So, magiging 0 minus 1, negative 1, over the square root of 0 plus 6 is square root of 6. So, di ba nagkaroon ng negative? So, i-rationalize natin, i-multiply ko both numerator and denominator by square root of 6. So, negative 1 times square root of 6, negative square root of 6, over square root of 6 times square root of 6, square root of 6 times 6, 36, or 6. So, ang sagot is negative square root of 6 over 6. So, nagkaroon lang ng difference sa sign. Positive yung kanina, ngayon is negative na. So, mahalaga yung sign kapag infinite limit, limit set infinity. Depende kung yung y is approaching positive infinity or negative infinity. Tapos, meron kayong mga radical, particularly square root. Be careful sa square root, okay? Number 23. Limit of the square root of 3x to the fourth plus x over x squared minus 8 as x approaches negative infinity. O, paano naman to? So, rational uli na may radical ka sa taas. So, saan natin i-multiply? Doon pa rin sa highest power nung x sa denominator, or i-divide pala, both numerator and denominator by the highest power of x sa denominator. So, saan? Sa x squared. So, mag-multiply ako ng 1 over x squared, both numerator and denominator. Or, it also means nag-divide ako ng x squared, both numerator and denominator. Okay? Ngayon, kapag dinistribute na natin, so hindi nyo to pwedeng i-distribute kasi may square root kayo dito sa 3x to the 4th plus x. So, i-copy nyo lang muna square root of 3x to the 4th plus x over x squared. Tapos sa baba, yan yung pwede nyo nang i-distribute. Diba? So, x squared times 1 over x squared, cancel si x squared, 1 na lang. Minus 8 times 1 over x squared, 8 over x squared. Limit as x approaches negative infinity. So, paano naman kapag x squared? Kailangan maipasok natin si x squared sa loob kasi may radical tayo. So, kung i-apply natin yung concept kanina, diba? Square root of x squared is equal to x if x is greater than 0. And square root of x squared is equal to negative x if x is less than 0. Kaso, gusto natin is squared. Is x squared kasi tayo di ba? So, ang gagawin nyo, i-modify nyo lang to, gagawin nyo, if square root of x squared is equal to x squared, if x is greater than 0, tapos, square root of x squared is equal to x squared if x is less than 0. So, bakit hindi to nilagyan ng negative? Kasi kapag negative yung negative yung x mo tapos naka-squared ka, magpa-positive pa rin 'to, 'di ba? Magpa-positive pa rin si x squared. So, kapag kinuha mo yung square root ng x squared squared, positive x squared pa rin. Okay? Kasi 'di ba square root of x squared squared is x to the fourth. If x is less than 0, x to the fourth, negative base, ni-raise mo sa fourth power, x to the positive x pa to the fourth pa rin yun. So, kaya, pag in-square root mo yon, positive x squared pa rin. Okay? So, wala siyang negative. Makikita nyo sa next example natin, kapag naging add naman to, add yung power nung x, let's say 3, so magiging negative x cube. So, yun yung palatandaan. Kapag yung x nyo dito sa parenthesis is naka-raise sa even exponent, positive pa rin siya kahit less than 0. Pero kapag yung x is naka-raise sa add, yun kayo maglalagay ng negative. So, ma-encounter natin yan sa mga next example. Pero for now, ito lang yung kailangan natin. So, ibig sabihin, ang ipapalit natin dito kay x squared is, para makapasok na siya dito sa square root, ito, square root of x squared squared. Okay? Walang sign na, walang negative. Kasi kahit approaching negative infinity tayo. Okay? So, magiging, ano nang papalitan natin? Ito, gagawin ko na siyang square root ng x squared squared, or magiging x to the fourth na nga siya, di ba? Yan. Positive ba, hindi negative. So, pag pinasok na natin or ginawa nating single radical na lang yan, so, limit ng square root ng 3x to the fourth plus x over x to the fourth all over 1 minus 8 over x squared, limit as x approaches negative infinity. So, pwede nyo nang i-distribute yung x to the fourth. So, magiging limit ng square root of 3x to the fourth divided by x to the fourth plus x over x to the fourth all over 1 minus 8 over x squared, limit as x approaches negative infinity. So, magiging limit ng square root. So, cancel tong x to the fourth, 3 na lang. Plus, so cancel yung x cube na lang to. 1 over x cube. All over 1 minus 8 over x squared. Then, limit as x approaches negative infinity. Yan. Pwede nyo nang ma-apply yung limit theorem. So, sa numerator, square root ng limit ng constant 3, 3 pa rin. Plus, limit ng 1 over x cube as x approaches negative infinity, 0 kasi may power of x ka sa denominator. By theorem, di ba? Over, limit ng 1 constant, 1 pa rin, minus limit ng 8 over x squared. So, may power of x ka sa denominator. So, ang limit niyan as x approaches negative infinity is 0. So, simplifying, magiging square root of 3 plus 0, 3, over 1 minus 0, 1. So, we have square root of 3. Sige, next, isa pa. Problem number 24. Same lang, pero gagawin kong positive infinity. Sa tingin nyo may difference kapag positive infinity naman? Gagawin ko lang positive infinity. So, same expression, pero positive infinity. Walang difference yan. Kasi, di ba nga by definition kanina, dun sa square root ng x squared squared, pareho silang positive x squared, mapa x is greater than 0 or x is less than 0. So, kapag ginawa natin yung same step, bali i-multiply natin both numerator and denominator by 1 over x squared. So, magiging limit ng square root of 3x to the 4th plus x over x squared all over distribute x squared times 1 over x squared, cancel, 1 na lang, minus 8 over x squared, limit as x approaches positive infinity. Ngayon, a-apply natin yung kanina. So, dapat ma-represent uli natin yung x squared in terms of square root para makapasok siya dito sa numerator. So, ang pipiliin natin ngayong interval is x is greater than 0 kasi x approaches positive infinity. Pero wala silang difference, mapa x is greater than or less than 0, di ba? Para parang mag-i-equal sa x squared. So, positive square root of x squared pa rin yung ipapalit natin. E di walang difference. So, magiging limit ng square root of 3x to the 4th plus x over square root of x squared. Ito. Or ito, pwede nyo na lang isulat as x to the 4th. Over, so 1 minus 8 over x squared as x approaches positive infinity. So, isang radical na lang siya, magiging square root ng 3x to the 4th plus x over x to the 4th all over 1 minus 8 over x squared, limit as x approaches positive infinity. So, limit ng divide, distribute yung x to the 4th, 3x to the 4th over x to the 4th plus x over x to the 4th all over 1 minus 8 over x squared. Limit as x approaches positive infinity. So, magiging limit ng square root of, cancel yung x to the 4th, 3 na lang, plus cancel yung x cube na lang to, so 1 over x cube over 1 over 8 over x squared as x approaches positive infinity. Yan, so pwede nyo nang apply yung limit theorem. So, limit ng square root of 3 plus 1 over x cube, 3 plus 0, no? Kasi dito, may power of x ka, so 0 yung limit nun as x approaches positive infinity. Etong 3 constant lang, so limit pa rin niya is constant 3. Ganon din sa baba, kuhain yung limit ng constant 1, 1 pa rin, minus limit ng 8 over x squared as x approaches positive infinity. So, may power of x sa denominator, so therefore, ang limit niya is 0. So, simplifying, square root of 3 plus 0, 3, over 1 minus 0, 1. Or square root of 3 over 1 square root of 3. So, same lang sila. Sige, 25. Limit of the square root of x squared plus 3 minus x as x approaches positive infinity. So, pag dinirect sub nyo yung infinity dito sa x, meaning mag-a-assign kayo ng napakalaking value, square root of infinity square plus 3 minus infinity. Diba pag infinity na yung value mo, tas in-square mo pa, mas lalong lalaki yon. Kahit adan mo ng 3, infinity pa rin yon. Tas pag kinuha mo yung square root, palaki pa rin yun ng palaki. So, infinity pa rin yan. Minus infinity. So, ibig sabihin neto, anong sagot? Zero ba? Infinity minus infinity, zero? Hindi. Indeterminate. So, hindi pwedeng tanggapin ng indeterminate. Diba? Indeterminate, 0/0, infinity minus infinity. Diba? So, kapag indeterminate, ima-manipulate natin. So, ang gagawin natin kapag may radical, ira-rationalize. So, saan natin pwedeng i-multiply? Ito is over 1. Para lang naman siyang fraction, di ba? Pero may denominator na 1. So, pwede nyong i-multiply both numerator and denominator by the conjugate nung may radical expression, yung numerator. So, kokopyahin nyo lang yung first term, yung square root of x squared plus 3, and then, additive inverse nung second term. Okay? So, kung negative x yan, kabaliktaran or opposite sign is positive x. So, i-multiply ko both numerator and denominator by square root of x squared plus 3 plus x. Okay. So, pag minultiply na natin, numerator, ano na lang yan, special product. Kapag conjugate of each other ang minumultiply nyo, difference of two squares. So, copy nyo lang yung first term, yung square root of x squared plus 3, square nyo, then minus the square ng second term, x squared. Kahit i-fold nyo yan, ganun lalabas yan. Okay? Tapos sa denominator, 1 times ito pa rin. Yung square root of x squared plus 3 plus x. Then limit as x approaches positive infinity. So ito, makakancel nyo na yan. Magiging limit ng x squared plus 3 minus x squared over the square root of x squared plus 3 plus x, limit as x approaches positive infinity. So simplifying, cancel tong x squared minus x squared, 0. So magiging limit ng 3 na lang over square root of x squared plus 3 plus x as x approaches positive infinity. Yan. So, saka naging na siya, rational na siya, no? Saka nyo i-multiply both numerator and denominator by the highest power of x sa denominator. Ano yun? X, di ba? Ito kasi, wala siya sa radical. Actually, pareho lang sila ng power. Naka-square root tayo, yung x squared nasa loob ng square root, tapos ito x. So, pareho lang silang, kung tutusan, pareho lang sila ng degree. So, ito na lang ang gamitin ko, yung 1 over x. So, i-divide ko both numerator and denominator by x. So, magiging limit ng 3 over x all over, so i-distribute nyo, square root of x squared plus 3 over x plus x over x, cancel 1. Limit as x approaches positive infinity. Okay. So, kailangan mapasok nyo tong x sa loob ng square root. So, applying yung definition, square root of x squared is equal to x if x is greater than 0. And square root of x squared is negative x if x is less than 0. So, dahil yung x is nag-a-approach sa positive infinity, etong interval gagamitin natin. Therefore, pwedeng i-represent yung x na to as square root of x squared para mapasok siya ngayon sa radical. So, magiging limit ng 3 over x all over the square root of x squared plus 3 over x squared na gagamitin ko plus 1 as x approaches positive infinity. So, limit ng 3 over x all over, so magiging simple, isang radical na lang, square root ng x squared plus 3 over x squared plus 1 as x approaches positive infinity. So, limit ng 3 over x over, so distribute yung x squared over x squared plus 3 over x squared plus 1 as x approaches positive infinity. So, magiging limit ng 3 over x over the square root of, cancel yung x squared 1, plus 3 over x squared plus 1 as x approaches positive infinity. So pwede nyo nang i-apply yung limit theorem. Actually, sa numerator, kung napansin nyo, magzi-zero agad yan eh. So, sa umpisa pa lang, diba, kahit dito sa form na to, napansin nyo, less yung degree ng numerator, constant lang siya or 0th degree, sa degree ng denominator, 1. Automatic, by observation, 0 yung limit niyan. Okay? Pero, ginawa pa rin natin yung usual method para syempre, may complete solution tayo. So, kapag kinuha na natin yung limit neto, automatic 0 na sana siya. Pero kung apply natin ng limit theorem, so limit ng 3 over x dahil may power of x kasi denominator, ang limit niyan as x approaches positive infinity is 0. Over the square root of limit ng 1, constant 1 pa rin, plus limit ng 3 over x squared sa may power of x kasi denominator, limit niyan is 0 as x approaches positive infinity. Plus limit ng 1, constant 1 pa rin. So, bale 0 over the square root of 1 plus 0 or square root ng 1, 1 plus 1, 0 over 2 or 0. Okay, so by observation nga, kung napansin nyo agad yon, 0 agad naman talaga yan eh. Dito sa form na to, na ito, di ba? Kasi nga, mas less yung degree ng numerator sa degree ng denominator. So, sige, hanggang dito na lang muna tayo. Nakasolve tayo ngayon ng total of 25 problems, pero tuloy pa natin. Let's have part 3. Abangan nyo yung next video tutorial natin for this topic pa rin, limits at infinity. Okay, so subscribe na lang kayo sa ating YouTube channel guys, Engineered Math. Nilink ko na lang sa description yung mga past video tutorials natin. And yung pinaka-playlist na lang din ng differential calculus para pwede nyong panoorin lahat ng mga videos ko simula sa unang lesson hanggang last lesson nyo sa differential calculus. Para meron na kayong video tutorial playlist guide from our YouTube channel, Engineered Math, para sa buong subject nyo na differential calculus. So, pwede nyo i-binge watch na, i-marathon, pag kailangan nyong mag-advanced study or mag-practice for review. Okay? So, kayang-kaya nyo yan. Basta mag-aral lang kayong mabuti. Nood video tutorials ko. I hope mapasa nyo yung differential calculus. Okay, sige. So, hanggang dito na lang muna. See you on my next video tutorial. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.